when you describe, you are using more and more English, more and more English, more English you use, or more of any language you use, you become that much more confident. Confidence is actually direct result of, it's in fact directly proportional to practice. More you practice, more confident you become. And if you see, all these are actually methods of just practicing using the language in different situations. So narrative word, something similar to describing objects, is describe what you see when you are outside. So when you're walking to the grocery store or traveling to work, describe what you see. So it's like a guided tour, except that you're not describing that to somebody else, you are describing that to yourself. Out on the road, you don't have to start speaking. People will start having ideas about you. Who is this fellow who is walking alone and speaking? Think about it. Use your inner voice to narrate what you see when you are walking around. This is important. Read in English. The problem here is Indians don't have reading habits. We don't have reading habits. The best way to learn any language is reading. Now, most of us have this problem of constructing grammatically wrong sentences. And we say, why we are not able to use English is क्योंकि हमको grammar नहीं आती. Then point is, how do we learn grammar? What is very simple, what there is something on which all language experts agree. They say don't learn grammar by reading grammar. Don't learn grammar by reading grammar. When you read grammar, it only confuses you. When you read grammar and then you start speaking or reading something, you simply start analyzing. But again, I said, how do we learn our mother tongue? Mother tongue is learned by listening. We have illiterate people who have never gone to any school, never even touched a book. They still speak grammatically correct sentences. We have a child who has not gone to any school till now, not gone to any educational institute, but the child still speaks grammatically correct sentences. How? Because when we speak, most of our spoken language is grammatically correct. So most of our grammar is simply learnt by listening a language. If I have to learn English, we say first thing you do is listen to as much English as you can. Why? Unless you listen, you will not be able to speak. Because unless you listen, you will not know the pronunciation of the word. If I cannot pronounce a word, I can't read it, I can't speak it, I can't use it. But written language is generally not grammatically 100% correct. That's one problem. Second problem with listening is I'm listening to somebody and I like what the language this fellow is using, and I want to ask that fellow. I cannot simply keep asking him, repeat kar do, repeat kar do, repeat kar do. And if I'm watching this on a TV, I can't ask the speaker to repeat what has been said on TV. It's not possible. One, spoken language is not always 100% grammatically correct. But written language is almost always grammatically correct. So what we say is when you are reading, now don't read in the mind, this also speak. What we say is इतना ऊंचा बोलिए कि आपकी आवाज आपके कान तक जाए. Why? Because I want to send to my mind a spoken word. That formula is very simple. Whatever goes into your mind through your ears and eyes will be available on the tongue. Actually, listening is more important than reading. This we will discuss in some other session. Why listening is more important than reading. So read because written word is generally grammatically correct, and if possible, speak इतना इतना ही जोर से बोलिए कि आप जो पढ़ रहे हैं वो आवाज आपके कान तक जाए. If you do this much only, you don't have to actually read grammar books. You will automatically learn the required grammar. Proof is very simple. Illiterates speak, children speak. There are many multilingual people. Okay, if my mother tongue is Gujarati and I go to Gujarati medium school, okay, after some time they start teaching me grammar. But now let me tell you one thing here. जब तक बच्चे को ग्रामर नहीं पढ़ाई गई थी, बच्चा बड़े आराम से बोलता था, लिखता था. अभी जिस दिन से उसको ग्रामर पढ़ाना स्टार्ट कर दिया स्कूल वालों ने, फ्रॉम दैट डे ऑनवर्ड द फेलो बिकम्स कंफ्यूज्ड. यही होता है. ग्रामर जो हम पढ़ते हैं वो हमको कंफ्यूज करती है, हमारा बोलना आसान नहीं करती है. तो उतनी ग्रामर तो हमको पढ़ के और सुन के ऑटोमेटिकली आ जाती है. रीड ग्रामर ओनली इफ यू हैव टू टेक ए टेस्ट इन ग्रामर, अदरवाइज इसकी कोई जरूरत नहीं है. 14. रिलैक्स. So it's very simple. You can be your best helper or your worst enemy when learning to speak fluently. If you are hard on yourself, you will be making your own life difficult. One, two, let me tell you, आप अब तक जो भी बोलते होंगे वो 100% ठीक नहीं होगा इंग्लिश में. बट nobody says आप इंग्लिश में गलत बोल रहे हो. Nobody says that. Why? Because the basic requirement of a spoken language is understanding. And remember what I'm saying, उसको understand करना, जो मेरी बात सुन रहा है उसका काम है. मेरा काम है ऐसे बोलना, इतनी आसानी से बोलना, easy बोलना. The other fellow is able to understand. But actually understanding मेरा काम नहीं है, ये उसका काम है. My job is only to speak. And if I'm hard on myself, ये सही बोलूँगा, ये सही बोल रहा हूँ कि गलत बोल रहा हूँ, समझ में आएगा कि समझ में नहीं आएगा, then I'm making my own life difficult. I'll find it difficult to speak. And please keep this in mind. Whether my speaking, my spoken word has been understood by the listener is मेरा काम नहीं है. There is no way I can understand if my spoken word has been understood by the listener until the listener tells me कि उसकी समझ में मेरी बात नहीं आई है. If the listener doesn't tell you, आप मान के चलो कि आपकी बात उसकी समझ में आ गई है. So don't make it hard for yourself by all these illogical thinking. समझ में आएगा कि नहीं आएगा, सही बोलूँगा कि नहीं बोलूँगा. आपका काम बोलना है, समझाना है, समझना सामने वाले का काम. अगर सामने वाला अपना काम नहीं कर रहा, that's not your problem, that's his or her problem. You worry about your problems, let them worry about their problem. Relax. And after all, it's language only, no? Even if you speak wrong language, तो क्या होने वाला है? Nobody is going to send from ये कोई आपको जमीन से उठा के मार्स पे तो भेजने वाला नहीं है. So what's going to happen? Nothing. So why worry? More you worry, more dense you will become. And keep this in mind. My job is to speak in a way in which I feel the listener will be able to understand. Understanding is his or her job. Take it for granted. If the other fellow is not saying आपने जो कहा है उनकी समझ में नहीं आया, you take it for granted, समझ में आ गया, relax. And finally, tell a story from your language in English. We all have, ये कहानी सुनाना अब आजकल तो नहीं होता है. In olden times, this was very popular. नाइट में और इवनिंग में लोग इकट्ठे बैठते थे and then they'll say, किसी को बोलेंगे, maybe mother or father or grandmother or grandfather, कहानी सुनाओ. Or I have many anecdotes, like we are sitting in a group, people start telling their experiences. Even I have some experience to narrate. I can narrate those experiences in my mother tongue, or I can narrate them in English. So here is one way. So what you can do is, when you are in a group, instead of narrating an experience, many people say, जरा बताइए इसके बारे में, और वहाँ क्या हुआ, कैसा रहा आपका ये ट्रिप, कैसी रही आपकी मीटिंग. So instead of explaining that in your mother tongue or whatever language is being spoken there, do that in English. Remember to think in English as you are telling your story. Focus on speaking fluently instead of correctly. Say every sentence out aloud to yourself. Okay? Even if you have nobody to talk to in English, you can still build confidence and master fluency on your own time. Now, these are basically 15 very common, I'll say common sense things you can use to master spoken English. If anybody wants to say anything, contribute anything, you're welcome, because after this I'm going to give you two very useful methods to actually practice spoken English. But as far as वो 15 methods थे, 15 ways to master spoken English, वो यहाँ खत्म हो गया है. So anybody wants to contribute anything, say anything, or express anything, contribute, ask a question, you're welcome.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
How would you explain about the fluency in English? Because advertisements are coming asking for the candidates that fluency is a must for.
Yes. Now, please do not confuse fluency with speaking accurately. This is the maximum problem people face. Fluency actually is speaking without pauses.
Good.
Be speaking grammatically wrong sentences, that's okay. Because speaking grammatically correct sentence is not at all necessary for others to understand what I'm saying. Now,
Good.
right? It's not necessary.
Yeah.
And
Clear.
ये तो एक बहुत बड़ी गलतफहमी लोगों ने फैला रखी है that I have unless I okay, मैं आपको और एक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग बात बताता हूँ. Why grammatic correct grammar is not required. Now what we see is 80% people say they are not able to speak in English because उनको grammar नहीं आती है. Right? That's the problem people face. नौशा, आप बात कर रहे थे, आप क्या करते हैं?
I'm the retired professor in education.
Okay, of which in which subject?
Education, psychology, and research methodology.
Psychology. So I can, assume, safe assumably, you have fairly good knowledge of English. We can assume that.
I did not say.
Okay, I'll say that. And your expertise is psychology. And English भी आपको आती है.
No, no, I'm reading so many books in English only.
या नाउ मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछता हूँ। मैंने आपको इंग्लिश में लिखा न्यूक्लियर साइंस का एक पेपर लाके दे दिया एंड आई से सर इसको चेक कर लो, विल यू बी एबल टू चेक दैट? इसको मार्क्स दे दो, टेस्ट पेपर है, साइकोलॉजी का नहीं है, न्यूक्लियर साइंस का है, न्यूक्लियर फिजिक्स का है।
Yeah, yeah,
विल यू बी एबल टू
yeah.
चेक दैट?
Mostly I avoid that.
It is on nuclear physics, it's not on psychology.
Hmm.
So will you be able to
Sir,
check
that I
that?
should.
Yes or no?
No,
No. Why
no.
not? Why? Because you do not have knowledge of nuclear physics,
Yeah.
right? It's very simple. I can check only that जिसका मुझे knowledge है.
Hey.
जिसका मुझे knowledge नहीं है, I cannot check that. Now, 80% people से मुझे grammar नहीं आती, तो अगर 80% people से उनको grammar नहीं आती, then how can they check whether speaker जो बोल रहा है वो grammar में सही है या गलत है?
Without referring to the content.
I have no knowledge of that, and I keep saying I don't know English grammar. I don't know English grammar. Then how can you check the English grammar of somebody else? And इसकी कोई requirement ही नहीं है. Not in spoken word. I'm not saying that you can continuously keep speaking, grammatically wrong English. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying इस डर को mind से निकालिए that your spoken word has to be grammatically correct. One, it's not possible. Two, it is not required. Requirement is very simple. It is understanding. And for my listener to understand what I'm saying, grammatical accuracy is not essential at all. Okay, so tell a story. So don't worry about grammar. It's not essential. But we need to learn grammar. We can learn grammar by listening and reading. Simply by reading, simply by listening, we can learn whatever grammar we need. That's how child learns language. And that's how most of us know many other languages. If my mother tongue is Punjabi, I also know English, I also know Hindi, I also know a little bit of Gujarati, which is grammatically correct. And I've learned all that simply by listening. And another thing is, many people have this no problem. How can I speak in English? मैं तो गुजराती मीडियम में पढ़ा हूँ या मैं तो हिंदी मीडियम में पढ़ी हूँ. आप किस मीडियम में पढ़े हैं इसका आपका लैंग्वेज के ऊपर कितना कंट्रोल है, दोनों का कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है. You can use any language to learn it. P.V. Narasimha Rao, our ex-prime minister, knew 15 languages. 15 languages. Equally good in all of them. Okay. So, but you can do all these things, all 15 things, but you will still not be able to speak fluently, confidently, because बोलने का काम तो बोलने से ही होता है. I have all.
Vinoba Bhave also was knowing so many languages and writing and speaking and.
Yes, yes. And they did not learn grammar. They simply learned by listening and reading.
True.
Now, is there any other question? Okay, now what I said was that, fine. Now, on every Saturday, same time, in collaboration with that EPF Foundation, we will be having similar webinars on soft skills or motivation or English improvement. See, basically, I am not an English teacher. I'm basically a senior corporate trainer. I conduct training programs in companies universities, colleges, education institutes on soft skills, motivation, and English improvement. So what we decided is every Saturday we will have one free webinar on soft skill or motivation. And this is open house, anybody is welcome. Now I said ये सब आप 15 methods मैंने आपको दिए हैं आप इनको करते रहो even then you will not be able to speak confidently unless you actually practice speaking. But वो प्रॉब्लम तो वहीं की वहीं खड़ी है. Nobody speaks in house, nobody speaks in office. So where do I practice speaking? Now I'm going to give you two very simple ideas you can employ to practice speaking in English. And which are these two ideas? Here they are. First, decide कर ले that when you speak to somebody on phone, your first 5 sentences will be in English only. And they're very simple. We start with hello, then how are you? So don't say hello, don't say और क्या चल रहा है आजकल, क्या हाल है, कैसे हो? Initial 5 sentences in English. And if you continue speaking in English, nothing like it. इसमें problem क्या होती है? Let me also tell you why people, I start speaking in English and the other fellow is responding in mother tongue, let's say Hindi, then I change my language. In such cases, I say very simple, you are speaking in English and somebody is answering you. And the answer is right, which means very simply, the other fellow is able to understand what you are saying. That's why he is able to answer you. Perhaps he is not able to speak in English, but he's still answering you. Why should you change your language? Continue. That's one. And here is very interesting, method to practice spoken English. आजकल we have malls, right? हर city में एक नहीं 10-15 malls हैं. I'm talking about malls. I'm not talking about shops. I'm not talking about D-Mart. D-Mart बहुत बड़ी दुकान है, mall नहीं है. Or some that kind of malls. There's a difference in malls and shops. I'm talking about mall. I'm not talking about the best of raiment shop in a city. I'm talking about raiment shop in a mall. I'm not talking about best of the cell phone shops in market. I'm talking about cell phone shop in mall. सबसे बड़ा advantage when you go to a mall, they're all air conditioned, so you enjoy a lot of good scenery. One, two. Say mall opens at 11 o'clock and closes at 10 in the night. आप पूरा दिन वहाँ घूमते रहो, शाम को खाली हाथ वापिस आ जाओ, कोई आपसे पूछने वाला नहीं है आपने आज यार क्या खरीदा. 1, 2. All the salesmen in malls are trained to speak reasonably good English. In malls, not in shops, in malls, because of the clientele. So what you do is go to a mall and we purchase many things. You can go with intention of purchasing or you can simply go with intention of practicing your English speaking. Decide before you go to the mall that आज मुझे जिस काउंटर पर मोबाइल फोन बेचे जाते हैं वहां जाके अपनी इंग्लिश की प्रैक्टिस कर दो. So pick that counter, speak to those guys in English. They will answer all your questions in English. And अगर आप उसका आधा घंटा भी दिमाग खाते रहेंगे ना, वो आधे घंटे तक आपके हर सवाल का जवाब देगा, respectfully देगा. In a shop, these fellows are trained to judge एक खरीदने वाला है कि टाइम पास करने वाला है. If they come to conclusion टाइम पास करने वाला है, आपको attention नहीं देंगे. And this doesn't happen in malls. One, you get answer to all your questions. You are speaking in English and you are getting answers in English. एक दिन आप let's say cell phone वाला काउंटर चुन लो. एक दिन clothes वाला counter चुन लो, एक दिन appliances वाला counter चुन लो, and why go to same mall? You can go to different malls. And oh, there are different floors. This is the excellent way to practice spoken English in live atmosphere without any fear. जब मैं किसी से जानता हूँ, मैं मेरे को थोड़ा डर होता है सही गलत का. I don't know those skills activities. So मेरे को उतना डर नहीं होता. This is the best way to actually practice spoken English. In addition to those 15 methods I've given you, those plus resolve to speak at least initial 5 sentences on phone call in English, visit malls and practice. You don't have to buy anything there. This is how you can have live practice. So 15 ways to master spoken English without a partner. This brings us to the end of this session. Next week we'll have some other session. So this, my name is, if somebody wants to know, Sarvan Singh. I'm basically a corporate trainer. And this came to you in association with EPF. That is E Plus Foundation. So E Plus Foundation basically is an NGO which is trying to motivate people in Gujarat to choose army as a viable career. Army and paramilitary forces as viable career. They are into this. And they are in process of now opening a school on lines of Sainik schools. Right? So thank you very much for your time and for listening to me. Anybody wants to have some last word is welcome. We still have about a minute.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure, man. And of course, like I said, this is a weekly this thing occurrence every Saturday, either on soft skill or motivation or on English improvement. We are going to have sessions, and everyone is welcome. They are open sessions, free to everyone, and you are also welcome to invite your friends and acquaintances also to join. Thank you
Sure.
then. Thank you very much. I'm going to
Thank
now
you.
stop the session. Thanks.
Thanks.
Thank you. Till we meet again.